Oh, friends, good morning. How have you been? I can't wait to tell you guys. Last night, I had the most amazing conversation with my parents. You ever had a phone call that, like, gets you into the right rhythm? Okay, pal. Hey. Cassidy Jr. No eating butter and no being on the table. Okay? We don't get on the table. She was eating the fork from breakfast for the butter. The rhythm sometimes gets reminded by conversations with people. You see, we all crave like interaction. Like we were made for communication with people, communication with God. Sometimes here for us, come on, Chloe. Okay, grab the pig bucket. We have a lot going on, and for me, if you guys are new here, I struggle with like ADHD, and it's hard for me to stay on a rhythm. It's hard for me to make a rhythm. It's hard for me to make that rhythm consistent. Okay, stay here. Kinsley, that bucket doesn't go here. That one goes to the piggies. We have a river. The river runs through it. It is our property. It's massive. We dug it out. It was a thing. We're at the place now where in that conversation I'm just like reminded like I can make good rhythms and keep them and to put my dreams to reality, because sometimes oh hi guys, good morning Gauzy, you lead that troop well today, good job. Okay chickens, so they're already at it. Alright buddies, my little ladies, it's so good to see you this morning. Watch out. Oh yeah. And group number 2, so they don't fight. Do we want them to free range today? Are we here all day? Because I'm not letting them free range.
No, we're not going to be here. We are going to be here all day, but tomorrow we're not.
We have a couple errands today, right?
We have a couple errands to do today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go do the return at Tractor Supply.
Oh, that's right. We have a couple farm chores. Okay, so that's fine. We'll let them out.
Get that new book of mine.
So, rhythms. Okay, grab the piggy food. Piggies are next. You can see the processing is really hard for me sometimes to stay on track when other things are going on. It's like a hyper focus. If I don't hyper focus, then I can't focus, period. I was like reminded of this concept that I had come up with a long time ago of like the purpose of all of this, the purpose of the animals, the purpose of why we're doing what we're doing, all of it.
Hi, Piggy!
And it was so beautiful. It just like felt...
Hi, Pig.
Okay, the electricity's on. You guys hear it click?
Yes.
Hi, piggies. And no, we don't need to turn it off because we're not going in there. Who's hungry? I'm gonna finish that thought because it's a deep one. It's a significant one for me, and it might impact you and it might encourage you. But first, let's do the pigs, and then hopefully I'll come back to that. Show me how strong you are. You are the strongest cow. Okay, rest it up here. There we go. Okay, and then there's some later. We'll give the rest of them later today. Look at them, they love it. Banana peels, eggshells, organic piggy food. We like to ferment our food for our animals. It really helps their gut health. Just the fermentation process for animals is so good.
It's gonna shock you.
Oh. Huh? Coming. You figured it out. My favorite tree. Okay, bud? Hey, Cassidy! Bubba, we're over here. Oh, she wanted to bring her bucket. How precious. She really likes helping. Cassidy loves helping. That is so cute. And so we spend a lot of our time. Girls, you're going to have to do a tick check, okay? We love spending our time learning about this. And so we have been. Like, we learned about chickens. We learned about like the hunting process. We learned about, like I was watching like butchering videos. I know that's probably too sensitive for you guys, for some of you. When I was like in California, like we were doing this a decade ago when we didn't have a nickels to rub together, and we were in ministry, and she was a nurse, and like we were just spending all of our savings on adoption, and like this was like this dream, and now that it's a reality, it doesn't feel scary. Like it doesn't feel overwhelming. It feels exciting. And I think a lot of, like, even our friends or our family at certain points in our journey, I was talking to my parents about this last night, that they will kind of react as though, like, are you sure you can handle this? Well, no, we're not sure about anything, to be honest. Like, no one's sure really of anything, if we're being honest. Like, we're all experts in our own pain. We're not necessarily experts in everything. You can't be experts in everything. It's a roundabout way to say this. Sometimes when you see a storm, you get scared. Sometimes when you see it coming, it terrifies you. For us, sometimes when we see that thing that we've been preparing for. Why do we need to cross the river?
Because Callie, we have to get across the river so we can play in the water. So we can get our clothes on.
We can make a bridge.
How can we make a bridge?
We have a lot of wood that you guys can't lift, and Daddy's not supposed to lift for like another week. But if I can get Mommy, we can do it together. When you feel all of that energy building, all of those things happening at once, sometimes it terrifies you. But for us, in this storm, in this season, like, it excites us. It excites us that all these animals are coming at once. It excites us because we can go learn about it. And so we're not easily overwhelmed with the big things. We're actually, Alex and I I'm more easily overwhelmed personally with, like, the little things. And that's my struggle. And that's been a hurdle my whole life, is I'm not necessarily worried about the big risks, because I know that I'll be able to figure it out. I'm worried about, like, the details that I can't control. I don't know if that's encouraging to you. I hope that it is, just to know that you're not alone in that like season of, even though you've prepared and even though you've wanted things to happen, or even though you might be in a situation where you don't know where you are going, it's gonna be okay. Even though Cassidy, are you helping me fill the stream with rocks? Help you? Just don't fall in, okay? Yeah, we should put fishies in here, huh? And Chloe's love the stream. Yeah, girl.
Victory. Down, down. Go, go.
Are you bossing Chloe around?
Go, go.
And so, let me cap this all off. This is all over the place. It's because I have things going on, and that's just how my brain works. Even though it feels like a lot is happening at once, somehow it makes sense. Somehow it doesn't scare me. The things that overwhelm me are really the details that I can't control, and I have to give to God and say, God, I surrender this to you, because I can't do anything about this, that, or the other. That's what God does for us, is He works out those details, and He loves to be in the areas that we can't control. We can only do enough preparation. It gets us ready for when the details of things that go right and wrong happen. Perfect example was Emily. We knew a lot about dogs. It was the details that we didn't know about. It was the heartworm stuff for her. It was the unhealth. That was the stressful part for me. You can prepare, and you can spend your free time preparing, and you can do some really good research, and you can do some really good preparation. But when the details come, those are out of your control. When it comes, if you've done the research, if you've been diligent, if you've been planning and budgeting and all those things, then when it comes and it happens, it's not as much of a shock to you, because it excites you, because you've been praying through that, because you've been preparing for that. And so my goal is to just be on here today and encouraging you and letting you know, through our story, through our journey, through what's going on in our day-to-day, sometimes that chaos is kind of fun. It's kind of exhilarating, and it sort of allows us to be less focused on those details. The kind of chaos for us, why do we love it? It feels to me, you want to be on the swingy? Oh, yes, please. That was good language. Thank you. It's the moments that you prepared for that give you the confidence that you can do it. But the chaos that happens, sometimes it feels as though it distracts you from the details you can't control, only allowing you to do your part and God to do His part. I think that's really encouraging to me. I think that's really peaceful. It brings me peace.
Daddy, up here.
I know, we'll get you uppy. Well, when they come over here, we'll do all of you, okay? The fun is coming. The animals are here. There's plans of more animals and how to make sure that it sustains us and how to make sure that it gives these children an opportunity that I always wish I had. The homesteading is a blissfully rewarding outcome out of a tremendous amount of work. But what you put into the soil, what you put into, what you plow, what you push, what you give to the earth or your children, what you put forth with your hands, that's all you can do. God has to cause that growth. He's been causing the growth in my heart. He's been causing the growth in my maturity. He's been causing the growth in the areas of what we're learning. But we have to put forth all that effort. And that's the enjoyable part. That's the fun part. It's the details that I can't control, that God really, that's how he does his work. And I just wanted to share that with you guys, that it's okay if you don't know what's coming. It's okay if there's unknowns in your life. God is going to work in those unknowns. God is going to work in those situations. You have to just do your preparation. You have to just be prepared. You have to do the thing that you can't just sit on the couch and just wait and say, okay, well, I want to start a farm. I'm just going to wait for the farm to be in my lap. No, you have to go out and do the grinding. You have to go out and work hard. You have to go out and learn and fail. Failure has been my greatest teacher. And I just want you to know that, because we live in a society and we live in a world that's so afraid of failure, so afraid to take risks, so afraid. And the opposite too. They're so willing to take risks, they don't calculate all of what you need to do before you take the risk. But we took a big risk when we came out here. We left our family. Eventually, part of our family came, but part of our family is still back at home, and I miss them a lot. But all that preparation and prayer has really landed us here. It feels as though you guys are supposed to be on this journey with us, so that as you're doing and maybe starting a garden or getting some chickens or whatnot, that you will know your function and your purpose in it all, and you won't be afraid, because you weren't meant to be afraid. I know this is all over the place. It's been a distracting morning, but I just wanted to give that to you guys as a gift from my heart, that you're not alone. Wherever you are, whatever storm is coming, or whatever storm you've been through, or whatever wave you feel like is crashing onto you, or whatever waves you want to prepare for, we want to be there for you, and we love you guys, and we're thankful for you. I'm going to get going with the rest of the day. There's a lot to prepare for us here. It's equally as exciting as it is waiting in anticipation. I'm excited for the chaos that's coming, because we've prepared for it and we've prayed through it, and I have peace about it. It feels really good to be here, and it feels really good to just share my heart with you. And I hope that this lights a fire under you and a passion to chase your dreams, to start learning, to push, to not quit. A lot of dreams coming down the pipeline that we're going to make happen. And we love you guys. God bless you. Go let your love multiply. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.